Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from wherever you're watching. This is your general forecast, energy forecast for the initial part of July. And I'm feeling really good right now because I've just finished a Kundalini practice after ages. And this is going to be for air signs. Do refer to the timestamps below for your own particular air sign. Please take into consideration these are general readings. And yeah, here we go. So I've already done a shuffle, okay? So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to do a quick one, that's it. And I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to start with Gemini, okay? This will be the theme for the first part of July 2001. This will be the challenge. And this will be, oh, I saw what that card was, but very quickly. And that will be the conclusion. And then we will clarify. Okay. So the first card is, we've got a beautiful pink background. I'm doing it on my yoga mat. The 7 of Materials, which is actually the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So some of you are thinking about movement and moving. Some of you may feel slightly restless at home. Staying home may be a little bit difficult, okay, right now. We may feel like not fully at home where we're at, okay? We want to be outdoors mostly, okay? We may feel like we're working on a lot of things in life, or we've worked really hard up until now, but we may feel that we've had to take a step back, okay? But the road ahead looks very bright, and a lot of you Geminis may be feeling this optimistic light at the end of the tunnel for sure, okay? So we're almost there, all right? We're halfway there, and we got another halfway to go. So it looks like everything is going to go smoothly the first part of July. It's kind of like a little bit of a break. So you may feel like you need to go inwards. When I say inwards, as in inside yourself, really figure out what has happened while you've been here. And also, you may also feel that you want to be mostly outdoors. Home just feels a little bit difficult to settle at home at the moment, okay? The conflict for this month is the awakening. This is the Judgment card. So this usually has a lot to do with something coming back from the dead, something being resurrected, like the past being resurrected for you again, okay? The past, you know, meaning a situation that you have been dealing with for a very long time. Perhaps you weren't sure what will happen to it. Now is suddenly coming to your attention to deal with, okay? And this is usually a card that you need to take action. It's a call to action, you know, sudden action as well, in regards to a matter of the past. We will clarify what this could be. Remember, it's general, so it'll be different for everybody. The conclusion is the 9 of Voices. This is the 9 of Swords. So yeah, some of you may feel very exhausted. Some of you may just feel really drained and wiped out. You might have had a very busy June, okay? I know a lot of Geminis have had a really busy time in their birthday month. And now it's possibly time for you to rest, okay? It's time for you to rest, but it's also time for you to really discover more about, you know, where you may need healing. You probably think that others may need healing around you. Perhaps there's someone around you that you feel, you know, they're the ones with the problem or they're the ones with the issue, but it's actually yourself, okay? You may have seen a situation or spoken about a situation that has created a lot of restlessness within you, and perhaps you'll be seeing things from a very different angle right now, okay? That's the conclusion. Okay, so let's clarify. First card, 7 of Swords. Sorry, I beg your pardon, 7 of Pentacles. I will not be reading reversals. Okay. Okay. So the first card in the clarification is the Lovers. This obviously is the Gemini card as well. It's also a card of balancing out the feminine and masculine energies within yourself. This has a lot to do with going inwards, okay? You may have had to make a decision to do with another person, okay? But it's a lot in regards to the reflection of yourself, okay? You may have felt rather confused about what road you should take, what decision you should take, okay? And you may feel somewhat divinely guided as well in this situation as well. You may be looking for divine guidance. Perhaps it's time for you to really understand what this decision could be. You are holding back the Four of Materials. This is the Four of Pentacles. You're not only holding back, okay, you are also in the place where you wish to save your finances, or you may have kind of holding on to your money quite tightly. Maybe you're worried about money at the moment as well. For some of you Geminis. For others of you, you may be holding back. You may be holding back your feelings, your thoughts, you're holding back basically, okay? What it is you're holding back is your happiness. So I'm sure you know what that means. You're holding back your happiness, because I do see you being very happy in the first part of July, but I see you holding back. Could be to do a lot with fear, restlessness, not sure, not wanting to commit to anything right now, because you feel that you can't really see the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? But you're halfway there. Going back to the initial card, to the main card, you're almost halfway there. You could see the light at the end of the tunnel, so you're coming out of the darkness. So the sun is saying that the light is coming from the darkness. Now, in regards to the conflict, is the Awakening. The Justice card is now you're coming to an end of a cycle. It doesn't mean that the first part of July your cycle is going to end, but it's saying that whatever it is you're going through right now, it's coming to an end, okay? So whether that's the end of this year, of 2021, you are realizing something has to come to an end. Whether it's old ways of thinking, old ways of expecting, you may feel that you've put too much expectation on yourself and others as well, okay? So you may lower some of these expectations, okay? Some people say, well, I don't want to lower some of these expectations. That's fine. But you may think to yourself right now that you have something happening in your life that just doesn't feel like it's going anywhere at the moment, okay? The Two of Inspiration, okay? We've got you making a decision. You're having to make a decision, okay? You're either waiting for some news, okay? Something that you have to deal with in regards to the past, okay? Or you're going to have to give some news. You have to make this decision and give some news, all right? So that's what's going on with the challenge. You're finding it hard to probably make this decision, but it's time. It's time to make that decision. It's time to say what that decision is as well. The conclusion being Nine of Voices, Nine of Swords is movement, okay? So you're going to come into a more resting period after a very busy time, okay? You've had a lot of things. Things are going to be moving in momentum for you very fast, okay? So it's time to make sure that you get plenty of rest, okay? Nine of Materials being Nine of Pentacles. A lot of you Geminis are single. If you're not single, you feel like you need that independence and freedom within a relationship, okay? You may want to feel that independence. And you're doing very well financially, okay? Some of you may have accumulated a good wealth, a good amount of money, a good amount of finances, all right? For others of you, you are thinking of how, or you will be accumulating a good amount of finances. Three of Inspiration says you are waiting either about some news from abroad, okay? Either about traveling, or you're waiting. It has a lot to do with distance and travel, this wait, okay? That's the first part of July. If you do like to have a personal reading, then do contact me on the emails below, okay? That's it for Gemini. Thanks a lot. Toodles. Okay, next up is Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? Aquarius. Yeah. Age of Aquarius. Saturn Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? Let's see. Okay. First card will be the theme. Make sure that is shuffled properly. Okay. First card is the theme. Second card is the challenge. And third card is the conclusion. We will clarify at the end. I do not read reversals. Okay. I will not read reversals this time. Maybe in the future, who knows? Okay, so the theme of the first part of July 2021 is the Ace of Swords. Swords. Okay, so Ace of Voices. Beautiful. This is a perfect card for you because it's all about new ideas, unique ideas. And this card always reminds me so much of Aquarius. Okay, just the hair, the looking off into the clouds, you know, kind of weaving away very innovative and unique situations within oneself, okay? So this is beautiful, okay? And it's showing that you have something new that you'd wish to start. You're thinking about doing something new. You're thinking about doing something new. Okay, we'll find out what that is. The challenge is Queen of Emotions. Okay, so you may feel very emotional and it may be very hard for you to deal with these emotions this particular month. The first part of the month, you're feeling very heightened emotions. You're feeling very full of emotions. Now, why this is a challenge, we will clarify. Pardon me, we will clarify. Okay, we know that Uranus is not, which is the ruling planet of Aquarius, is not really bothered by emotions. It wants to know the truth, regardless of what the emotions are. It's all about the truth. And Aquarians, you know, it's supposed to be a very detached planet. When I say detached, I don't mean cold or not compassionate, but it has this capacity to see things from a very logical and truth perspective, okay? So we will find out why this abundance of emotions is such a conflict for you guys, okay? The conclusion is the Four of Voices. Yes, this is beautiful, especially in this deck. This talks about soothing healing, okay? The Four of Voices is the Four of Swords, and it's all about how to soothe and how to heal, okay? A lot of you Aquarius will be going through some major healing. Some of you Aquarians will just be sleeping a lot, resting a lot. You know, maybe you need it. Maybe you've gone through a little bit of a challenging period. Maybe you just feel exhausted. Some of you just may be unwell, you know, nothing major, hopefully, God willing. It could be just some, you know, changes coming about and whatnot. So that's that. Okay, let's clarify each card and see where it goes. Okay. Okay, that's for Ace of Voices. And that's for the conflict. These like to come out too. And for Four of Voices. Let's see what's going on. Oopsies. Way too much. Way too much. Way too much. Do I take them? All right, I'll take them. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, for the Ace of Voices, Ace of Swords, okay. What's going on? What's the clarification? Seven of Materials, okay. This was similar to Gemini. Whether it resonates or not, you can check. Some of you will be focusing on work. You may have a new opportunity at your hands to do something different in your work. Now, these cards obviously have, when we find out the meanings in these cards, when we take it into the context of which card it comes next, just a little bit of tutorial for you, it takes a completely different meaning. Now, because you guys have a new idea, original ideas coming, original ideas with a project or work. Seven of Materials is work. However, it says that you're very curious this month to do something new with your work, okay? Now, oopsie daisies. It's beautiful because we've got the Muse of Inspiration, okay? The Muse of Inspiration is the King of Wands, okay, in traditional tarot. And in this particular deck, what I see and how I interpret is that you are absolutely ready to be inspired and inspiring, okay? Because you have perhaps some new ideas, some new studies, some new skills coming your way, my love, or you've already encountered some new skills and you're about to put it into action. The Muse of Inspiration, being one's energy, fire energy, is someone who is not afraid of putting something into action, not afraid of taking the lead, okay? Good for you, okay? Queen of Emotions, why are these emotions so challenging for you? Let me tell you, okay? Because right now you're having problems. If some of you are married, you may be having problems in your marriage. If you're not married, you may be having problems in your home or with your feminine side. Something about your feminine side and your whole being is being shaken up, okay, is being shaken up. Is that a bad thing? No. Why is it such a challenge? Because you're being challenged in ways that you've never been challenged before. Yes, look, you've got the 10 of Emotions, which is the 10 of Cups. So even though it is challenging, you are on a very beautiful mission of realization. Obviously, we realize things not only with thought, because a thought, if it doesn't have any emotion attached to it, it doesn't really have that much power. Now, if it does have a lot of emotion attached to it, we have a great opportunity to heal. So we have an opportunity to enhance here. The Priestess energy is beautiful. You are having to go deep within and use more of your intuitive and healing gifts here. Now, you don't necessarily have to be a light worker or a healer, or a lot of you can be, Aquarians that are watching. But you could be a doctor, you could be a nurse, you could be a friend, you could, whatever it is, you could be working in a store. You are having a healing effect on others. People like being around you right now, okay? People like your energy right now, okay? Six of Emotions, even though you're finding it a bit tough because it's just all too much for you, all right? But it will balance out. That's how emotions work usually. They peak to the top until they balance out. The Six of Emotions is the Six of Cups, okay? This is revisiting the past, okay? Especially in this deck, it's all about finding out different patterns in childhood that some of them made us feel maybe not so good, maybe a bit difficult, or maybe we felt so out of touch with our inner child. The past is coming up for you to acknowledge and to release, okay? But it's also Six of Emotions, Six of Cups is a card that comes up to say that we have dealt with the past as well. We're dealing. Two of Emotions, some of you Aquarians, or many of you may be single. Others of you are thinking about partnership relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be a love or a romantic relationship, but the Two of Emotions is giving and receiving of a partnership. So it's now about going for those partnerships that are about giving and receiving. Four of Voices in regards to your healing. You got a lot of cards here, so let's go. Two of Voices. You guys may feel slightly blocked or confused in regards to the way ahead. You may feel conflicted about all the healing that you're about to do, the recovery that you're about to do. Perhaps you thought that you were okay and suddenly you realize, oh, but there's this and there's that. Six of Materials is Six of Pentacles. Perhaps you realize that your life hasn't really been as balanced. The giving and receiving in your life hasn't been as balanced as you hoped it would be, okay? Five of Materials, a lot of you are thinking about finances. You may be shaking up or having a healing situation around finances. Perhaps some of you are tired of feeling left out in the cold. And you have a beautiful, this is a beautiful card with the Muse of Inspiration, because it's telling me definitely that you're ready to take new action on self-love. This is the card of Aries. And Aries is all about the self, okay? Some people say they're selfish. I say more self-aware, okay? It's always good to be aware of the self. It's very inspiring, okay? And this has a lot to do with your healing in regards to some of you may undergo some kind of regressive therapy, hypnosis. You may decide to do these things the first part of July. You may decide to go deeper into yourselves. And you're not afraid this time with that Ace of Inspiration. You're not afraid. There's no fear in this. Two of Inspiration is also having two paths open for you, okay? Two paths. You may have many options and your horizons may expand. Beautiful. So that is for Aquarius. Do contact me for a personal read on the email below if you wish. And that's it for Aquarius. Toodles. Okay, next is Libra. Libra, what's going on with Libra? Let's see what's going on with Libra. Shuffle in front of you guys. Since transparency is a good thing. Do another shuffle. This is it. When you shuffle in front of the camera, it never goes as it should. Okay, let's go. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, right, okay. First card will be your theme for July 2021, first part of July. Second card will be your challenge. And third card will be the conclusion. Let's see what's up. Okay. Page of Emotions is the first card. So you guys are on an emotional journey right now. You're right at the beginning of an emotional journey, first part of July, okay? The conflict is having to decide what action to take, okay? That's the conflict. We will clarify. And the conclusion is having to wait, okay? Having to wait. Some of you are waiting to take action regarding a matter abroad. This may involve distance and travel. Some of you are basically just waiting, okay? Waiting on a situation. You may feel, what I'm getting is some of you Libras have felt really deflated, okay? And perhaps that may change, okay? That may change first part of July. We are already in first part of July, but unfortunately it has been an extremely busy month for me. So we're going to make sure that, I'm going to make sure that everything, all the videos are out for the second part of July as soon as possible. Okay. Whoa, loads of cards. Okay. We'll take them as we're meant to, I guess. Any more? Okay, you're on an emotional journey, Libra, okay? Emotional journey, you know what it is, okay? Because this is something that's been going on, okay? It's not extremely an old situation. It could be a couple months old. It could be a couple days old. It could be, but I wouldn't say it's a couple years, okay? It doesn't reach years, okay? Nine of Emotions, Nine of Cups. is saying that a lot of you Libras may feel like idealizing a situation where you may feel a lot of anxiety happening inside you. You may feel stressed. You may feel like things aren't exactly the way you had hoped for. You may feel a little caved in, and some of you may be feeling, you know, just a little sad, okay? Just a little sad, okay? This is known to be in your heart, but it could be in your head as well, all right? Being the swords, it's something that you're thinking about. So something that is creating a bit of heaviness. The strength is saying that you're resilient, though. You're being very resilient in a certain situation. You're looking beyond, okay? And even though you feel very emotional about it, all right, you're being very resilient in a certain situation, okay? With the different types of actions you're going to take, the conflict is delays, okay? You may feel a certain delays in a certain situation, and sometimes you feel like something or someone is walking away, okay? This could be your emotions. Some of you may feel emotionally distant from a Pisces, okay? I don't usually use signs, but this has come up really strongly. From a Pisces, some of you may be feeling emotionally distant in a certain situation like that. You are lacking inspiration and spark in your lives, okay? You are seeking transformation, and perhaps some things are coming to an end. Some things that, you know, you just, either you're not willing to work hard for, or different ways of being. You are changing, Libra, okay? First part of July will make it very apparent. It'll be very, very emotional for you, first part of July, okay? Very, very emotional for you, okay? Some of you may be also dealing with a situation where you'll have to be very logical. You could be dealing with a man, either whether you're female or male, doesn't matter. You could be dealing with a man, okay? Either an air sign man, or if it doesn't have to be an air sign man. I know lots of people like to mention the signs, but what's important is the characteristic and what's going on. You could be dealing with someone that you're not talking to right now, okay? Or you haven't been talking to, someone who's very silent, or someone who has gone silent, okay? This is for some of you, not all of you. But you know what's going on. Deep down inside, you know what's going on. You have a very strong psychic connection with the situation or person at hand, okay? What are you waiting for, okay? Something that you don't know what's going on exactly yet. Whatever it is you're waiting for, the answer is not apparent yet. You're confused about it. You're confused, all right? It could be to do with travel, long distance. If not, it could be about someone and long distance coming to you. Eight of Voices is saying that you'll be facing a lot of your fears. You'll be facing a lot of your fears in first part of July, okay? But this, obviously, we say first part of July, but, you know, timing, this could carry on for, I don't know, it could be like a day in the first part of July, or it can carry on until the end of the year. We don't know. We can just see. Queen of Inspiration is saying, this is a beautiful card. It's saying that you are going to get your confidence back, okay? You are going to get your confidence back. Perhaps you felt a little kind of deflated in your confidence, and you're going to get your inspiration, your fire, and your confidence back, all right? So that's what I've got for you, Libras. If you wish to have a personal reading, do email me on the email below, and thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, and see you for the second part of July soon. Toodles!